Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome. We're here at Sarachek 2019 with an early start. I'm Rowie Hertzfeld. Alongside me is Akiva Poppers. This is the NCSY Summer Pregame Show. In just a few moments, we're going to have the Maimo MCats versus the Frisch Cougars. Both teams coming off a loss on Friday. Frisch lost in a close one versus their Yeshiva League rivals, SAR Sting. For the Maimo MCats, they played tough versus the two-seeded Maimonidies Warriors before losing at the end. They nearly pulled off an upset.
Well, that's exactly right. Maimo, a team which was highly overlooked coming into the tournament as a 7th seed, nearly pulling off the upset against Mag and David, just losing by 1. They had the lead in the final minute, proving that they are one of the best teams here.
Yeah, well, that's right. For the Frisch Cougars, they're who do we expect to lead this team for the Frisch Cougars?
Well, their top scorer is Max Meyerhoff. Meyerhoff is injured today and he will not go. Usually this team starts 2 juniors, but with the Meyerhoff injury, they're going to start 3. Danny Weinberger is going to start, Shmuley Coates and Max Zackheim start as well as juniors for Frisch.
Yeah, well, Frisch, how do you expect them to come off after a tough upset like that versus SAR?
Well, yeah, it was a tough loss against SAR. Now they are out of contention for the Tier 1 championship, but we do expect them to compete, realizing that they do still have 2 games left in their season and to show off that Frisch pride and do as best as they can.
Now for the Maimo MCats, who do you expect to lead the roster for the Maimo MCats?
Well, yeah, young team as well, very balanced team too. They have 7 players who get good starting time, including 2 sophomores, and John Rears and Jesse Spear. They also have a couple juniors who start, Danny Saluki and Eitan Pomper, but the heart and soul of this team, the backbone, is senior Aaron Weinstock, the big man in the center.
Sounds like this one should be a tight one, should be interesting. I'm looking forward. This has been the NCSY Summer Pregame Show. I'm Rowie Hertzfeld, Akiva Poppers. Frisch, Maimo coming up next.
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Akiva Poppers and Rowie Hertzfeld in the booth for this very early Tier 1 consolation matchup between the Frisch Cougars and the Maimonidies MCats. Lots of games today, 9 games on this Sarachek Sunday, all of them taking place in the Max Stern Athletic Center. But this one is the first. Both teams suffered defeats on Friday, are out of contention for the Tier 1 championship, but of course playing for pride and also for 5th place.
Well, you mentioned earlier in the pregame show that Max Meyerhoff is not going here tonight. So who do you expect for the Frisch Cougars? Who's going to step up in his absence?
Well, they do start a few seniors, obviously, but with Zackheim and Coach, the juniors, being the leaders of this team other than those seniors, I would expect them to show up, especially Zackheim.
Well, that's right, Max Zackheim. He's been great for Frisch all season long. I'd expect him to play well. For Maimo MCats, looks like they're going to go out with Judah Kozowski, Aaron Weinstock.
I think I see Danny Saluki there as well.
Yeah, Danny Saluki, Eitan Pomper, and
Uriel Cohen.
Finishing off for Frisch, looks like we got
Shmuley Coates,
Max Zackheim, Danny Weinberger, as well.
I think Jack Reinhardt and Jake Froman are out there.
That's exactly right. Jack Froman and Jack Reinhardt.
We're ready to go for tip. As usual, Weinstock will take the tip. He's going up against Coates, the top rebounder for the Cougars.
We've got some fans showing up early. Those are certainly dedicated Maimo fans.
Always good to see them. I heard a rumor that this was the last game they were going to be able to attend in this tournament, so great to see them here supporting their squad.
And the tip-off is won by the Maimo MCats. We're underway. That's Cohen on the wing. Good ball movement. Weinstock down low. Nearly loses it. Hold on to it. Kozowski. Ball around. And he's called for the travel. That's our first turnover of the game, just 21 seconds in.
Early mistake by Maimo, but some solid ball movement early, so not much to worry about with the early travel.
Reinhardt, he'll bring up the ball for Frisch in first possession. Roman to Reinhardt. Both teams doing a nice job staying patient so far. That's Coates for 3. No good. Nice boxing by the short Oriel Cohen. Sowski pushes it ahead to Saluki. He lost the ball, regains it. Jumper, and that's our first points of the game. Maimo gets out to a 2-0 lead.
Great job pushing there after the Frisch miss. Frisch did get an open look, however, and if they're going to continue to get those open looks throughout the game, I would expect them to hit a bunch of them.
It's Froman. Coates on the baseline. And looks like we're going to get a foul called on the floor. I think that was Pomper who got called for the foul.
Just the first foul. Therefore, it's going to be Frisch inbounding, and the foul actually called on Weinstock.
Reinhardt takes a 3. That's off the back iron, no good. Pomper pushes it ahead, but knocked away by Reinhardt. That's excellent defense there.
Getting back, realizing the pass was going to come ahead. Always good to get back on those transition plays.
Zachheim takes a little mid-range jumper, knocks it down, and it's good.
Interesting choice by Zachheim there. Had the option, of course, to take the 3, but decided to take 2 more steps forward and take a mid-range J instead.
If you've been watching the Frisch Cougars all season, you know that's his spot. Knocks it down with ease. Saluki working down low. Cohen takes a 3. No good. Rebounded by Coates. A good box out by Froman. Weinberger pushed ahead. It's a Froman who can't control it, and the ball is out of bounds.
The pass was a little bit too far to the right. He couldn't get it because, you know, when you're on the sideline like that and you're moving left to right, your momentum's taking you there. Unless the pass is towards your left hand, if it goes towards your right hand, it's just going to go off it. You'd have to make a crazy save, and he just was not able to make the athletic play there.
Pomper takes a 3. Still no good. Team struggling with their shots early here.
Yeah, a bunch of early misses, especially open ones, but just very early 9 o'clock game.
Froman catches it on the baseline. Zachheim to Reinhardt, who takes a college 3, won't go. Weinstock grabs a board.
Yeah, interestingly enough, in the Max Stern Athletic Center, we have both a high school and college 3 here. A lot of players thinking they have to take it from the college line. They only have to take it from the high school line, which is the inside one.
Difficult with the foot placement. Cohen takes it inside. Kozowski takes a 3. And finally, somebody knocks down a 3. It's 5-2 Maimo.
Kozowski, who averages 10 points a game, the second highest scorer for this Maimo team, knocking down an open look to get Maimo the 5-2 early lead.
Coach staying patient. Finds Reinhardt.
Just 9 on the shot.
Froman. Coates. Coates with a little jumper, no good. Tipped around. Weinstock, a good effort, and grabs the board.
Great awareness there by Frisch also as they saw the shot clock.
Kozowski with an excellent pass. Cohen can't get it to go. Coates grabs the board. He pushes it in transition.
They don't have numbers, but they're pushing it anyways. Now they slow it down and put it back up.
Coates, drive to the hoop, layup, no good.
Just couldn't get the roll. Frisch only has 2 points nearly going without Meyerhoff on the floor.
Pomper, he's called for a carry, I believe.
Yep, that's exactly right. He was called for the carry, and it goes back to Frisch. On the floor now for Frisch is Akiva Fight, number 5, who is currently handling the ball.
We're halfway through this first quarter. It's 5-2. I expect some more scoring as we continue to play this game. Reinhardt. Weinberger. Finds Froman. Back to Weinberger.
Just 7 on the clock. They're using almost all their shot clock in the early going. I'm not sure if they know they only have 4. He's going to have to take a deep 3 right now. He doesn't know.
1 second on the shot clock. Sackheim didn't get off in time.
Early mistakes here from Frisch. Not used to playing, of course, with the shot clock as they play in the Yeshiva League. Not great awareness there. Could not get the shot off in time. Early nerves. 9 o'clock games often lead to this sort of opening where just not a lot of scoring. And so too here today.
For my own Cats, John Rears, the sophomore, has checked into the game. He's played excellent so far in 2 games this tournament. He finds Jesse Spear, who also entered the game and also a sophomore, but he can't get it to go.
And while Frisch is missing their shots from outside and from in, Maimo's missed a couple layups too.
And the ball's given away. Jesse Spear grabs it.
Some ugly play early, just very ugly play. I'd expect that to get much better in the second quarter, but right now, 5 minutes in, there's only 7 points on the board and lots of turnovers.
Spear nearly gets taken away from him, but grabs possession. Kotowski to Spear. Spear finds Saluki for 3. He knocks it down.
Spear with Weinstock out of the game. Weinstock with 1 foul. Spear taking over center duties. Great kick out. Maimo's got the 8-2 lead. They've started hitting their shots. Frisch has not yet. Frisch has got to hit their shots, but what else do they need to do to get back in this game and catch up to Maimo early?
Well, we saw in last possession, Frisch used a lot of the shot clock looking to find an open look, but they didn't even look at the shot clock to realize that they had 3 seconds to go and they didn't even get a shot off. So, I mean, Frisch, they've got to look for better looks and to just be aware of the shot clock. I don't think there's anything to be too concerned about because they're a good team. They know how to play. It's just about finding open looks. Maimo's doing an excellent job defensively here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's very tough, of course, to come out. I said before, it's a 9 o'clock game. It's a 9 o'clock game after Shabbos, but not only that, without your leading scorer playing, because once again, Mayor Hoff is not available today because he's injured.
Let me just tell you, I just saw Avi Proctor from TABC enter the building. I
Oh
have to
boy.
say, he looks a little exhausted. It's an early morning, but I'm sure he'll put up an excellent performance here.
Sure, they play Eula after this.
Froman takes it inside. It looked like it was blocked by Saluki. And the ball will stay with Frisch.
Yeah, it went off of Maimo. I believe it was a minor tip. Nearly hit actually the white rafters, which of course would have been out on Maimo anyways, but after the ball rolls around, it goes off Maimo anyways afterwards.
Sackheim, with the only points for Frisch today, is Froman. Froman pump fake inside and gets it to go. That's an excellent move there by Jake Froman.
Beautiful move by Froman. First got Rears off his footing. Then beautiful pass. Great lay-in. Taking the contact. Chance for Frisch to cut the lead to 3.
That's exactly where you want the ball going. Jake Froman, we know he can do it inside. He just did it there.
Foul was called on Jesse Spear. Maimo now taking up the ball.
Makes a layout. Pomper takes it inside and gets called for a foul.
Great job driving inside. Frisch not that big of a team from left to right. They do have some height, but not a very large team. Maimo does have some sort of advantage there, but even without Weinstock in the game, we see Pomper taking it inside, drawing on the contact, leading to 2 free throw shots. And checking in the game for Maimo, we see Yossi Picard. Out of the game comes Saluki.
Picard, the senior, who enters into the game. Pomper will try another from the line, and he knocks down the second. Maimo with a 5-point lead early here.
Great job here by the Maimo defense. Great job.
Weinberger. Keep a fight. Ball's taken away, and that's Rears.
He's going to have to slow it down, though.
And he does.
Smart there, not crossing the timeline, backing out, and then crossing the timeline to avoid the backcourt violation.
He may be a sophomore, but that was a veteran move there by John Rears. Spear inside. It's Pomper. And that's open. Jumper won't go.
Good ball movement, however, from Maimo. Great ball movement.
Sackheim Finds Weinberger for three. He knocks it down. It's 10-8.
And they gave him that three. Multiple Maimo players in the paint, taking away any layup possibilities in transition. But the kick out, and Frisch finally knocks down a three to cut the lead to 2.
It's Kozowski on the outside. Takes it in and gets the layup to go. A good move by Judah Kozowski.
Getting around Yair Siegel, the center for Frisch, who is much, much bigger than him.
Yeah, we're starting to see the offense heat up a little bit. It's 12-8.
The shot clock differential with game clock is 8 seconds, so Maimo should get a shot after this.
Zakheim takes a three. Won't go. Spear grabs the board.
And they can hold for one if they want, and they now see that after intending to push, they will hold for one and most likely attain at least a 4-point lead going into the second quarter.
It's John Rears handling the ball, who gives it to Kozowski. We've got some time before the end of the first quarter. Rears.
Just 8 on the clock.
Gives it to Spear.
Got to find a shot.
Working on Siegel, takes it into the hoop, won't go. Rebound corralled by Coach.
That shot won't count.
Go.
Nope.
And that was our first quarter. Maimo 12, Frisch 8. We'll be right back with you after this commercial break.
And welcome back to the Maxton Athletic Center. After one period, Maimo holding a 4-point advantage at 12-8. And Rowie, we saw Frisch have a lot of nerves, a lot of tired hands, tired feet early on in that first quarter, but they did recover after being down 8-2. They closed the quarter on a 6-4 run. Not much of a run, but enough to close the gap to 4, and they're clearly back in the game. Clearly back in the game are Frisch. And Maimo with Weinstock still on the bench as he has one foul. Small team out there. Frisch should have a chance to dominate the boards inside here. Because Maimo won the tip, Frisch is going to inbound the ball to start the second.
That's an inbound to Siegel, who can't get the layup. That's a good play off the inbound.
Yes, Spear over there was covering Siegel, and pass just went to Siegel right underneath the hoop, who couldn't get the layup.
That's
Spear
Rears.
wasn't on him 100%.
It's Gabe Grossman who entered the game. Grossman gives it back out to Rears. Ball's taken away. Siegel.
Looks like it went off Siegel's hand last, but a great effort by Siegel. A great effort by Siegel.
That is a great effort there, and Siegel gets rewarded for it as Frisch gets the ball diving on the floor. He's a big man who poked the ball free and dove forward.
Wow. Number 22 for Maimo was the one who was chasing after the ball. He's not in the media guide. We're going to assume that he's Hillel Schwartz, but we would like to check up with the booth on that. Schwartz was going after the ball, and the great effort by Siegel forced Schwartz to actually touch it before the ball would have gone out of bounds out of Siegel.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Difficult to tell who that was, but Schwartz, excellent play. Rears with a Euro step, but he's called for the travel.
I'm not exactly sure why. The shot clock showed 1 second there. Unless they're going to call that Frisch never had possession of the ball. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say that Frisch never had possession of the ball. That's why he was forced to take the quick shot.
Maimo was coming out in a press, but Frisch break it. Siegel can't handle the pass, and bodies on the floor again. Froman comes up with it. Zakheim. Zakheim with a right-hand floater gets it to go.
A beautiful floater. Looked like he was going to drive all the way to the rim, but just stopped a few feet short. Put it up a few feet over the rim with a perfect angle. Just got it to go.
That's Zevi Lawrence. Guarded tightly by Siegel.
And we see Maimo getting ready to make a huge change once the ball is out of play.
Rears gets a high screen. Ball's poked away. Not sure who that is, but a great play. He hits the
Akiva Fight.
layup.
Akiva Fight, what an excellent play. I mentioned before, Maima's ready to do an entire change. They take the timeout so they can. They're going to bring in 5 players, a 5-for-5, an entire hockey line switch right there.
Well, that was just an excellent play by Akiva Fight, who poked out the ball defensively. Apologize for forgetting his name there. I don't think I'm going to forget his name after a play like that.
No, sir. No, sir. And Frisch, with Meyerhoff out of the game, has recovered from an 8-2 early deficit. They've tied up Maimo. It's 12-12. Smart timeout by Coach Folks to get the entire substitution into the game and also to calm down his players, you know. Listen, go back to what you were doing before. Don't let Frisch get easy buckets. Don't make silly mistakes. Now that Weinstock's in the game, they should be able to be much better inside, you know. Lima was dominating this game early, while a lot of that is because of Frisch's nerves. Lima has demonstrated that they can hang with anyone, so if they can hang with MDY, they can hang with Frisch.
That's exactly right. Kasowski finds Saluki. Back to Kasowski. Cohen. Inside. Floater. Comes up empty, and Frisch will take the possession.
And I mentioned before that Maimo can hang with anyone. We talked with Aaron Weinstock, the center of this team, before the game. He said, MDY is a great team, but we came to the tournament thinking we were the #1 team. They play like they're the #1 team. They want to put some respect on Maimo's name. It doesn't matter if they lost. They're going to put that respect on Maimo's name and put the best effort in every game they play in this tournament.
Well, that's excellent mentality as Siegel tries a 3, won't go.
The big center trying one from outside.
Weinstock to Kasowski, who gets knocked down. They're going to call it travel.
You mentioned Fight before with the big play saying you wouldn't forget his name. Not going to forget his name after forcing the travel.
No, that's another great defensive play by Kiva Fight, who's certainly making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Yeah, Kozowski did not want to force a charge, did not want to have Fight take the charge, so he was actually forced to travel unless he wanted to go backwards. And here we have Siegel being called for the travel. So back and forth travels, ball goes back to Maimo with 5:33 left in the half. And of course, we'd like to remind you that during halftime, the Step It Up halftime show, remember to tune in for that. Still 5.5 though left in the second quarter.
Cohen showing off some speed as he brings the ball up. Kozowski guarded tightly by Fight. It's a good matchup, Kozowski Fight. Kozowski gets a screen, Pumper on the corner. Pumper knocks it down, a big 3. Maimo takes a 3-point lead.
Eitan Pumper, who averages 12 points per game, has been amazing for Maimo early on. I believe he has 6 points, 6 of Maimo's 15. They have the 3-point lead once again.
Yeah, he's doing a great job spreading out the court, creating open looks both inside and outside just by his presence. Fight. It's Reinhardt. Siegel. He tries another 3, and he knocks it down.
The other one was long. He made the adjustment. Nothing but net for Siegel, and we're tied once again.
I don't know how many big men can knock down 3s like that, but Siegel tried it, and he knocked it down. A perfect shot. Saluki finds Kozowski, but he errant pass. Frisch will take possession.
Yeah, a little bit of a ill-advised pass. While he may have had his man moving towards the basket, there were 2 Frisch defenders on him, and the only thing he could do was get up his hand. The ball went off his fingertips, out of bounds. Frisch ball, and Fight is the one who's bringing it up.
Fight to Coates. Gets it out to Solomon. To Coates, who brings it inside, loses the ball. Weinstock grabs it, and he'll push the ball up.
Weinstock, a big man, but not afraid to push.
It's Kozowski. Finds Spear, who lays it in.
A beautiful feed from Kozowski to Spear underneath. Spear running towards the basket. Frisch did not realize they were just guarding the pass. The pass did not go where they expected. And Maimo, halfway through the second quarter, has the 2-point lead.
Solomon to Coates. Coates bringing it inside again, but kicks it out to Fight. Fight. Solomon's open for 3, and he knocks it down. Frisch take a 1-point lead.
The 3s have started falling for Frisch. Even with Meyerhoff out of the game, other players have stepped up. They weren't hitting their 3s early. They're hitting their 3s now. When Frisch is hitting their 3s, they're a dangerous team, and now they're up 1.
Spear working down low. Double teamed.
And they're going to call a foul, the defensive foul on Frisch. Maimo's going to get the ball behind the basket, foul called on Yair Siegel.
Going back to that earlier transition play by Maimo, great job being patient there. Kozowski had a chance to go up with the layup earlier on, but held on to it, found Spear for a wide open layup. Exactly how you run a transition break.
And something I'm always happy to see, only 4 total fouls in this entire period.
Spear knocks down a bank shot.
Maimo grabs the lead right back. As I was saying, yeah, just 4 total fouls this entire entire first half. If you add up both teams' fouls, neither team will get a bonus in this half. Consistent action, and we have an offensive foul now called on Frisch. It's going to be called on number 0, Max Zackheim.
We're just 3 minutes away from halftime. It's a tight matchup so far. Maimo holding on to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Maimo had the large advantage earlier. Frisch came back, and Maimo has responded well.
Spear tries a jumper, and he gets it to go. Spear heating up from the paint. That's 2 consecutive shots by Jesse Spear.
Yeah, Maimo doing pretty well inside of the paint, even not with Weinstock.
Froman takes it in, lays it in.
Yeah, Weinstock was not set to cover up the layup. Could not get there in time. Frisch gets the easy 2.
Cohen. Aggressive move, finds Spear, and Spear is really hot right now. 6 straight points for Jesse Spear.
Another beautiful feed to Spear inside, who's just sitting there watching Frisch come up on the man with the ball, getting the ball off an easy dish, and laying it in. Maimo back up 3 with 2 to go.
Froman on the elbow to Reinhardt. Solomon to Reinhardt. Froman on the baseline. Reinhardt has got 6 on the shot clock. Back to Siegel, tries a little jumper. Wanted anything but a great save by Froman.
That's a shot clock violation. A heads-up play by Frisch, but because the shot clock was so low, the ball did not hit the rim on Siegel's shot, and so when they tried to save it from going out of bounds, the shot clock had already expired. That's why it's going back in Maimo's direction.
It's Billy Krause who has entered the game for Frisch. We're just 1 minute 37 seconds away from the end of the half. It's a very tight matchup so far. Jesse Spear has been hot for Maimo, 6 straight points.
Yeah, exactly what we expected. We knew that Frisch, even though they had contention for Tier 1 championship, which is of course what they wanted coming into this tournament, we knew they were going to come out on fire, at least trying their hardest. Couldn't get the shots to go early, they responded. But Maimo, a team which clearly has demonstrated they're underseeded, has performed very well. We now have foul called on Frisch defensively, but still only the 4th foul called on Frisch. I mentioned not a lot of fouls here in this first half, so no foul shots for Maimo. They'll have to inbound the ball from behind the basket.
Yeah, well, not so many fouls on both teams. Just 6 total fouls so far. Pretty clean half as Pumper tries another 3. That one's in and out. Spear does enough, and it's going to stay with Maimo.
Yeah, they're going to call it off Zackheim, post away from Spear. Spear has been a great presence inside. Weinstock usually is that main presence, but Spear has stepped. Even with Weinstock in the game, Spear has been amazing.
Kozowski tries the floater. Won't roll. Spear, offensive putback. Jesse Spear,
and
what a half he's having.
As I mentioned, Spear, Frisch once again forgets to block him out. They forget to box him out. Spear has been dominant inside, and Maimo has a 5-point lead with 1 on the game.
Zackheim finds Solomon open for 3. Won't go. Pumper grabs the board, pushes ahead. Kozowski got a chance to take a layup. Won't go, in and out. Good defense by Solomon, who got back. They're going to call a travel on Judah Kozowski.
Yeah, I don't think Kozowski had full possession there. They call it anyways on him. That was an excellent feed, regardless, from Pumper to Kozowski, leading to what should have been the easy 2. Kozowski was not able to hit his layup. The rim has not been his friend, but great push by Maimo.
Solomon did an excellent job getting back on defense. After that turnover, Zackheim, jumper mid-range, he knocks it down. Max Zackheim.
And he knew that there was a 7-second differential between game and shot clock. Maimo's coach knows that as well, telling his team to hold for 1. Frisch pressing does not want Maimo to hold for 1, wants to force him into a turnover to get points for the end of the half, but it looks like Maimo's going to be able to settle it down, and with just 12 on the game clock, they're going to be able to take their last shot.
Spear finds an open Cohen, who tries a 3. In and out.
Another in and out.
6 seconds.
Great
Weinberger
push by Frisch.
Takes a layup. No good. 2 seconds on the clock. Spear will try full court. Off to the left. It's no good. Maimo 25, Frisch 22.
And that's the end of the first half. We're going to send it to a commercial break. The Step It Up halftime show is coming your way.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. As a founder and camp director, I take great pride that over the last 5 years, we've produced athletes that are now playing in college, athletes that are now playing overseas in professional leagues. Our sleepaway camp is located at Colby Sawyer College in New Hampshire, rolling greens overlooking the mountains. At Step It Up, as we're unconventional, we are not scared to push our players. We take your minds and bodies to places you never imagined going. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way. As much as Step It Up is an intense basketball training camp, and it is, we have a great off-the-court curriculum designed. Your sons can be involved in everything from SAT prep, reading, math, and English tutoring. If he has a bar mitzvah coming up in the fall or winter, we have bar mitzvah lessons with our camp rabbi. We have more speed training, pool workouts, football, soccer, ping pong. It's a great balance between our intense on-the-court curriculum that they get a couple hours each day to relax.
For me, having just finished a 4-year college basketball career and looking to expand my career overseas as a professional basketball player, the Step It Up environment is absolutely perfect.
At Step It Up, we demand excellence, and we are very hard on each and every camper. We give each and every camper special attention because they need it, and we know they need it in order to grow.
We all have the same goal. We all want to help these kids succeed.
What happens here is magic. You want to be a part of this. When we train, we are second to none. Step It Up was founded on the premise that the game is overplayed and undertaught. It is a skill development basketball camp for the serious athlete who's ready to devote his summer to transforming his game. When I designed this camp, my vision and my dream was to attract serious basketball players from all over the world. You're welcome here. We will develop you. As much as Step It Up is an intense basketball training camp, and it is, we have a great off-the-court curriculum designed. From everyday electives, we have a think, work, and chill approach. Every day from 2 to 4 p.m., your sons can be involved in everything from SAT prep, ACT prep, reading, math, and English tutoring. If he has a bar mitzvah coming up in the fall or winter, we have bar mitzvah lessons with our camp rabbi. That's the think approach. If he wants to work, we have basketball private training, we have more speed training, pool workouts, maybe tennis, maybe golf off campus, football, soccer, baseball. If If he wants to chill, hammocks, ping pong, pool, read a book, think, work, and chill.
And welcome back to Max Stern Athletic Center. The Step It Up halftime show. Step It Up, an amazing camp in New Jersey, and lots of players in this game who played for Step It Up, who went to Step It Up. For Frisch, they have 7 players, including Coach Reinhardt, Meyerhoff, and Weinberger. Maimonidies got 3, including Pomper and Kozowski, who have all been important players in this game, except for Meyerhoff, obviously. Camp Step It Up where they teach you how to play basketball. Amazing camp, highly recommended. And as we come back here with just 1.5 to go until the second half begins, we saw Frisch get off to an early lead, Maimonidies get off to an early lead. They let Frisch 8-2. Frisch was able to cut it, cut the lead, got the game to a 12-12 tie. But since then, Maimonidies has outplayed Frisch, especially inside.
Yeah, that's certainly right. Jesse Spear has come up huge off the bench, actually. What's Frisch got to do to kind of eliminate Jesse Spear or shut him down? Jesse Spear is taking over the game right now.
Yeah, Jesse Spear not usually that big of a presence inside, but he is 6'5". The sophomore has been crashing the board. Frisch has not been boxing him out. They need to do a much better job at boxing out Spear. Of course, the main player who you're worried for is Aaron Weinstock, but Weinstock has not been the man inside today for Spear, and he has already had many shots inside. He's already in double digits.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Jesse Spear playing a phenomenal game so far. I expect Aaron Weinstock to also make a huge impact in the second half. For the Frisch Cougars to keep a fight, he didn't get the start, but playing excellent defense, we think caused at least 3 turnovers so far. Keep a fight, that's going to try. Look out for a keep a fight in the second half as well.
Yeah, Fight's done a great job. Fight has done a great job for Frisch.
Shout out to our president, David Schwartzman.
David Schwartzman, what an amazing president.
All tournament.
All tournament, he has been with us, putting in amazing effort. Not getting a lot of sleep, but that's not what matters here. Sarachek is what matters. Sleep is second.
That's exactly right. We're underway. Danny Weinberger doing a tough job on Judah Kozowski. Swing to Saluki. Pomper takes it inside. Pomper with the right. He will go. Weinstock grabs the board. His layup won't go. Good defense by Frisch.
Yeah, with Spear not in the game, Frisch thinks, oh, we don't have to box out. No, Weinstock's in the game. You have to box out.
That's exactly right. Box out no matter who's in the game. So Weinberger takes it inside. Weinberger with the righty layup gets it to go. It's a 1-point lead.
Yeah, we saw Weinstock guarding the middle, but
Kozowski nearly lost it, and he did. Weinberger with a good defensive play. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Judah Kozowski.
That's right. And I was saying before, we saw Weinstock covering the center, but was not expecting a run in from the baseline, and that's why he was not able to get to the board in time. Came up short for the block, a little bit late. Frisch cuts the lead to 1. Smart foul by Kozowski, but they're going to give him 2 shots as if he was shooting the ball.
It looks like it's a clear path foul, I believe, as Reinhardt will go to the foul line.
Yes.
He gets the first to go, and it's a tie game.
You're exactly right. Usually those fouls are fouling when your opponent's on a fast break is recommended, but in this case, because we would have just had the clear lane to the rim, they give Reinhardt 2 shots, and Reinhardt knocks them both down, and we see now Frisch in the lead for the first time today.
Well, Frisch will also get the ball after that clear path foul, and they have a chance to extend their lead. Weinberger with a little jumper, doesn't hit anything. Coates grabs the board. Zachheim on the outside for Frisch. Coates inside, good move by Coates. He gets it to go, finishes the move. Chance to make it a 3-point play for Shmuley Coates.
Frisch has started this half on a 6-0 run, less than 1 minute in. Amazing play there by Shmuley Coates.
Yeah,
wow.
He used his size to get to the hoop, and it's an excellent finish by Shmuley Coates.
And not just his size, but he went around Weinstock, was faster than Weinstock, and that's why he was able to get to the rim.
It's an athletic play by the big man, as Maimo, last time they had the ball, I believe they were winning, and now they're down 4 points. That's a steal by the Frisch Cougars, who's going to push it. Shmuley Coates on the fast break to Weinberger. Drive into the hoop. Righty layup won't go. Rebounded by Weinstock.
And we're seeing Weinstock getting unathleticized. Weinstock not as fast as some of the other Frisch men. They're just driving at him and then around him. Frisch, Maimo is going to call timeout. Smart timeout, obviously, as in just 1.5 minutes, Frisch has gone on a 7-0 run. But we've seen now Frisch take over the third quarter. Many of those plays inside. While they weren't boxing out on the first possession, they have been going right at the big men for Maimo, especially Weinstock, just getting around him for the lay-ins.
Well, I saw Aaron Weinstock on that last possession. Looked like he was, as a senior, the leader of this team. He was kind of directing his team, saying, everyone calm down, let's go. We're going to break a press right here. We're going to settle the ball up, call a timeout. Let's go. We're only down 4 points. We can beat this team.
Yeah, and while Maimo, in this game at least, not used to being behind, they have proven to be amazing in tight situations. Taking MDY all the way down to the wire. Maimo not afraid to go up against higher-seeded teams because they believe they should be the number one.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Maimo also played in a tight matchup in their first game versus Fasman Yeshiva out of Illinois, but they were down in that game, actually. I believe Fasman came back. Maimo had an early lead. We saw the kind of the grit that this Maimo team has, so I expect them to put up a tough fight, even though they've kind of given up a little lead here.
Yes, that's right. Fasman came all the way back in that game, but then Maimo just dominated the fourth.
Kasowski struggling with the ball, loses it, and now it's being tipped around. Reinhardt comes up with it, tips it back to Kasowski. Not sure what's going on right here.
Some volleyball going on the court.
Kasowski, and it's kicked. So now we've got soccer here, playing all sports this morning.
Yeah.
Looks like John Roos and Jesse Spear will come back into the game. Spear had a big first half, so let's see what he can do.
And now checking in for Maimo is Rears, who looks like he's the smallest player on the court, but
certainly does not play like he's the smallest player on the court.
No, he does not.
Simcha Halpert sitting at the scorer's table.
Simcha Halpert. 1 year left with YU. YU, of course, looking to win the Skyline Conference Championship this coming year.
It's Kasowski to Rears. Zackheim guarding him tightly. Pomper swings it to Weinstock. To Pomper. Kasowski, they're working the ball around nicely. Weinstock down low, using his size, can't get the layup. Ball's tipped around, will stay with the MCats. Jesse Spear made his presence felt down low, and as a result, Maimo will keep possession.
Yeah, great pass there from Rears to Weinstock. Weinstock manning up Froman, couldn't get the layup, but Maimo gets the ball back.
Rears takes it inside, layup, that's too strong. Rebounded by Shmuley Coates.
Here comes Frisch, they love to push the ball, they love to run.
That's Zackheim to Coates. Coates inside, layup won't go. Good defense by Jesse Spear.
And once again, we're seeing Weinstock almost just standing there. He's not getting the right positioning against these Frisch ball handlers, and that's why Frisch has been able to get some easy looks. There they were not, but once again, a mistake from Weinstock.
Ball's thrown away by Pomper. Coates pushed the ball up again. Frisch does it almost every possession here. Weinberger, Reinhardt. That's Froman on the baseline. Pass is tipped up. Zackheim saves it. And it's going to be Reinhardt who grabs possession. Not sure who the ball would have been off if it had gone out of bounds, but Zackheim chose to save it. Zackheim with the righty layup. That's another one. Max Zackheim heating up.
Frisch on a 9-0 run to start the half. And we saw Yair Siegel on the bench getting out of the way. The ball would have been off Frisch. His getting out of the way allowed Frisch to save it, and they get the layup out of it.
It's excellent team effort. Kasowski takes inside, lefty layup. Won't go, but he draws contact and the foul.
So now Maimo with the chance to score their first points of the half. They've been held scoreless for more than 3 minutes, but now Kasowski at the line, knowing time to get Maimo, time to get the MCats back in this game. And it's the Frisch Cougars against the Maimo MCats. Just have to mention, it's a battle of the felines. Not something we often see. Not a lot of teams are named after cats. I'm not exactly sure what an MCat is, but I know what a cougar is. All I know is that they are both cats.
Well, that's exactly right. As Kasowski knocks in the second free throw. And the MCats are down just 4. Zackheim finds Froman. Out to Coates. Smoothly Coates to Danny Weinberger. Weinberger with the crossover to Froman. Froman's called for a travel. He started running before he started dribbling.
You cannot do that. Maimo gets the ball back with a chance to cut into this Frisch lead. And would like to give a shout out to all of the YU players here. I know you mentioned Halpert, but we also see Mike Hayon and Kevin Boker, the big men for the team in this last year. Hayon graduating, Boker staying. Good to see them here supporting the Sarachek tournament.
Kozlowski started his move, took 2 steps, didn't know what to do with it. Threw it to Spear, but ball's going to be out of bounds off Maimo.
Yeah, it looks like it touched Rears, and that's why Frisch gets the ball back.
Rears doing a one-man press on Max Sackheim. Seen Frisch do that earlier. Sackheim to Froman on the high elbow. Solomon, who's entered the game, to Coates. Coates inside, layup, rolls around no good, tipped around, saved by Solomon. Froman's open for 3, won't go. Solomon tied up.
Yep, they call the foul on Frisch. Solomon called for the foul. Great job there by Weinstock on the original shot, the original layup. Getting into placement, taking away a great angle for Frisch. That's why they could not get the layup. Froman tried the quick 3, could not get it to go, and Maimo was able to box out.
Rears, Spear. Oh, Spear is rejected by Froman. Coates to Weinberger. Weinberger with the layup, won't go. What a block that was, though.
Maimo should push here. Maimo should push.
Froman absolutely with a huge block on Jesse Spear. But no points resulted out of that. Maimo still down 4.
Yeah, a lot of layups have been missed today. Another near mistake, but Weinstock picks up the ball.
Spear, layup, gets it inside, Jesse Spear.
Weinstock and Spear inside, especially Spear, have just been amazing for Maimo today. They're on a 4 run of their own. They've cut the lead to 2 with just 3 left in the third.
Starting to hear the Maimo MCATch fans make some noise as Frisch turns the ball over.
Errant pass by Sackheim. Frisch takes a 30-second timeout, and after Frisch came out hot out of the half, went on a 9-0 run, Maimo has responded, especially with big men Spear and Weinstock.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Weinstock and Spear working together. Not many big men can make passes like that. Underappreciated trait. Weinstock finds Spear for the open layup. For the Frisch Cougars, they did a good job to start the third quarter. What should we expect out of Frisch Cougars as we continue with 3 minutes left to go?
Yeah, well, they were taking advantage of some Maimo mistakes early. Weinstock was not getting set. That's why they were able to get some easy layups. I think they just have to go back to what they were doing in the first half now that Maimo has taken away what they have done in the second half. Drive the ball inside, kick it out, find some open threes. They were knocking them down in the second quarter, and I expect them to knock them down once again in the third quarter and fourth quarter if they go with that strategy.
Well, Shmuley coach has been aggressive all game long. I expect more of that for the Frisch. Rears to Spear on the wing. Spear finds Weinstock. Weinstock, little move, layup, won't go. Rears nearly grabs offensive rebound, but Froman gets it.
Yeah, tough angle shot from Weinstock, who wanted to get more inside. When he couldn't, he decided to take the layup instead. Could not get it to go.
Froman. Let's keep a fight. Has entered the game. Froman, Solomon. Maimo playing good defense.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Solomon had an open look, didn't take it. It's a Kiva fight. Kiva fight tries a deep 3, won't go. Offensive rebound by Froman, who puts the layup.
Not great, great clock awareness there from Frisch. Fight had to take a deep 3, but as it hit the rim, it was in perfect situation for Frisch to get the layup, and they take the 4-point lead.
Pomper with the high screen. Pomper tries a 3. Knocks it down, Aton Pomper.
His third 3 of the game. Pomper has been on fire from outside. He's brought this lead from Frisch down from 4 to 1 with just a touch. Fingertip roll off the hands into the basket.
Coates, aggressive move to the hoop. Layup, rolls in. Shmuley Coates.
Coates going right after Maimo. Not afraid to come inside. Frisch extends their lead to 3.
Weinstock on the wing. Just a minute and a half remaining in this first quarter. Pomper finds Rears down low. He gets the layup to go. A 1-point game.
We mentioned Rears not the biggest man on this court, but if Rears gets an opportunity for a layup, he can put those in. He's not afraid of getting blocked or anything like that, as the Maimo defense chants come from their fan section and from their bench.
Certainly making some noise. as they come out for the early 9 a.m. start. Very impressive by the Maimo fan base. Froman on the wing. Froman finds Solomon. Pumper guarding him tightly. To keep a fight. Back to Solomon, who tries a three. That's short. Rebound. Bouncing around. Zakheim comes up with it and lays it in with his right hand.
That's the second time when Frisch has taken a three with not a lot of time left on the shot clock. That was a much better attempt. Once again, hits the front of the rim, at least from that angle, and allows Frisch to get an easy layup.
Rears inside. Ball's kicked, but nothing's called. Spear down low. And looks like they're going to call
jump ball. It goes to Maimo. Maimo, I should have gone to, did not, I believe Maimo won the opening tip, didn't I not?
I'm not sure where the possession is going there, but the refs called it in favor of Frisch, so Frisch will take the ball. 3-point lead by Frisch. Chance to extend it.
I never want to go against the refs, but Maimo won the opening tip, and I believe that's the first jump ball of the game. So I'm a little bit confused as to why the ball goes to Frisch here.
Kiva fight for Frisch. Less than 7 seconds to go. Zakheim, 5 seconds to go. At the right, Zakheim, Froman at the buzzer. He gets it to go. Jake Froman with a nice finish. Frisch have taken a 5-point lead into this fourth quarter. And that has been our third quarter. Frisch 39, Maimo 34. Looks like we're going to head into a commercial break. And welcome back to the fourth quarter. Frisch have taken a 5-point lead. Just like to mention Max Zakheim, who's continuing a long legacy of family basketball players. Max had an older brother, JJ Zakheim, who won a championship for the Frisch Cougars, as well as his father, Chaim Zakheim, who's a Berman legend, and uncle, Ruvain Zakheim, who as well is a Berman legend. Berman is my alumni, so just needed to give them a shout out right there.
Yeah, I have good memories of JJ Zakheim. I don't remember his father as I was not born yet.
And he did play for the Berman Cougars, so I'm not sure how you would see that as Rears starts it off for Maimo. We're looking to cut into this lead here. Weinstock gets fouled by Froman down low.
Yep, and in the first half, not a lot of fouls. In the second half, not a lot of fouls as well. Just the third personal on Frisch in this half. Maimo gets the ball underneath the basket. No one in foul trouble.
Pomper. He's been hot all day. Spear down low. That's a great pass by Pomper to Spear.
Another beautiful feed to Spear, who has been amazing at just setting up to get great feeds and cut into the Frisch lead. It's a 3-point game.
Coates on the outside. Coates working down low. Froman looks like a three. Knocks it down. Jake Froman. He's been huge so far in the second half for Frisch.
Frisch double covered. Weinstock taking inside. Kick out to Froman. Weinstock not able to get there in time.
Pomper with the swing through. Pomper's been one of the best offensively for Maimo here, as well as Jesse Spear. Spear, fake pass, gets called for the foul, and he'll head to the line for two.
The refs wave off the basket, well, of course, because the first shot was no good. Beautiful tip-in would not have mattered, of course. Went in. Because it's on the shot, 2 fouls for Maimo, 2 shots for Spear.
Well, Jesse Spear, he made a good fake pass there. I think he got the defender to turn around completely before taking a move to the hoop. Got called for a foul. That's a clever move there by Jesse Spear.
Yes, Spear, the young boy, the sophomore. One of the 2 sophomores who gets lots of playing time for Maimo with a veteran play. Once again, he has been playing like a senior in this game. And Maimo just down 5 with 7 to go.
Keep a fight for Frisch. Fight. Coates had a 3 but didn't take it. Zakheim to Weinberger. Weinberger takes a mid-range jumper. He knocks it down. Frisch seems to be hitting everything right now.
Yep, and that's the largest lead of the game. Frisch now up 7 for the first time. They've been knocking down everything possible. Maimo, not much they can do to stop that.
7-point lead. Pomper Down low, Pomper rejected by Coates. What a rejection there by Shmuley Coates.
Seeing where the pass was going, knowing the layup was coming, Coates got in the way, said, "Not in my house."
Wow, he swatted that thing. Almost went into the stands. What a rejection by Shmuley Coates. Pomper comes back with a 3.
Oh!
Hits it to go, and a foul. A huge shot by Eitan Pomper.
Pomper, the junior, his 4th 3 of the day, and 1.
That's a huge play for Maimo MCATs. We're down 7. This could be a 4-point play with just 1 possession. Maimo will have cut the lead to 3 if he knocks us down.
That's right. To go from a 7-point lead to a 3-point lead in 1 shot is not exactly the best sort of situation if you're the Frisch Cougars.
He knocks down the free throw and completes that 4-point play. That could be certainly a game-changing moment right there. Zachheim takes it inside. Wanted foul, didn't get it. Saluki grabs the board. It's Pomper. Maimo worked the ball in transition. They'll take it out. Saluki for the tie. Comes up short. Foul called on Jesse Spear.
Yeah, if he would have made that shot, which almost went in, hit the front of the iron barely, Maimo would have tied the game, would have scored 7 points in 30 seconds. While they don't get it, they are still very much in this game, and Frisch should be a little bit worried here.
Both teams played in tight games earlier in this tournament, so nothing strange to them right here. Froman takes it inside. Kiva fights open for 3. Knocks it down, and Kiva fight. What a performance so far.
Great shot by Fight. Weinberger thought the pass was to him. It's a good thing for Frisch that he was not able to get a hand on the ball, or else Fight would not have been able to knock down that shot. They only gave him 2, though. They only gave him 2.
Cohen. Pomper. Maimo still working the ball around nicely. It's Pomper at the top. Kasowski. Kasowski tries the 3. It's too strong. Spear tips it. Froman grabs it. Outlaw pass to Weinberger, who lays in the layup. What a find from Froman to Weinberger.
Maimo's going to call timeout. Was that shot, by the way, before by Fight, was that a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer? Because they called it a 2.
Well, I thought he was behind the 3-point line. They might, I don't know what they're going to call it. They must have saw his foot was on the line.
I did as well. And look at the refs right now. The refs notice it, and beautiful. Actually, wow. That is one of the most beautiful jobs I have seen by referees in this tournament. 2 refs notice that it should be a 3-point shot and not a 2-point shot. And I'd expect the scoreboard shortly to show Frisch 49, Maimo 41. Meanwhile, Frisch, they've been amazing in this 3rd quarter, knocking down, in the second half, knocking down almost all their shots as that score change is made by the refs.
Well, how's Maimo? They're down 8 with just more than 5 minutes to go. Game's certainly far from over, but Maimo's got to, what do they have to do to get back into this game here?
Well, listen, it's impossible to stop a team which is on fire from hitting their shots. So if Frisch is going to continue hitting their shots, they're going to win, obviously. But in the case that Frisch does not keep hitting their shots, there's 5.5 minutes to go. Keep feeding Spear inside, have Weinstock do his thing. This team has shooters, this team is good inside. Maimo's down 8. Not that much to be worried about, though, because, once again, if Frisch is going to hit their shots, Frisch is going to win, and if Frisch is not going to hit their shots, then Maimo is going to get back in the game.
Maimo break a little press there. Pomper, Kasowski. Spear. Down low to Pomper. It's been excellent all night. Kasowski to Spear. Spear with a move inside. Spear stops. Layup. Won't go. Weinstock tries to put back. Spear grabs it. Spear.
They called for the travel, I think. Nope, they called foul on the floor.
What a great job by the Maimo big men keeping that play alive. Rebound after rebound there.
Spear putting it up. Weinstock tipping it. Spear getting the tip. Frisch has 6 fouls. Maimo nearly in the bonus.
Well, I have to say I'm very impressed with Jesse Spear's footwork. Not many big men have footwork like that. As Saluski tries the layup, won't go. Shmuley Coates muscles his way for a rebound.
A couple of layups miss. Easy points for Maimo there.
Weinberger blocked by Spear, I believe. Fight. Reinhardt open for 3. That's too strong. Rebound. It's going to be off of Jake Froman.
Yeah, but Froman crashing the boards. The Maimo players were not boxing out. He nearly got the easy bucket. Unlucky for him that he was not able to take control. Lucky for Maimo, who are down 8 and need to get something going here.
Yeah, we saw Froman get a rebound putback like that just a few minutes ago. Weinstock's on the baseline. It's Pomper. Spear, the ball's knocked away. It's a turnover.
Ill-advised pass.
Weinberger pushing behind his back. Layup, what a move, Danny Weinberger.
Danny Weinberger, the junior. Beautiful, beautiful behind the back move. Just getting the ball from one hand to the other.
Well, it's a 10-point game, 4 minutes left. Maimo's got some work to do if they want to get back into this game.
Maybe Pomper can knock down a three and get them back in.
Kozowski almost tries but doesn't. To Pomper, who's open for three. Pomper, that one's in and out, no good. Reinhardt grabs the board.
I say it, he tries it, but just could not get it to go.
Coates, he tries the three. Coates in and out. That could have been the dagger there for Frisch.
It would have been the dagger. Back and forth, in and out of threes, the rim not being the friend. Pomper wants to take one again.
Pomper thought about one, didn't take it. Spear down low. Pomper, he's open for three. Pomper, no good. Spear, offensive board. Spear, layup. Gets fouled, will go to the line for two more.
Pomper has the right idea, knowing that with just 3.5 minutes left, they do have to cut into the lead a little bit. Taking two good looks and just missing both of them. Great job once again by Spear. He gets two shots and 7th foul for Frisch. Regardless, Maimo is in the bonus.
Spear knocks down the first free throw. It's a 9-point lead. Just 3.5 minutes to go. I expect Maimo, after make here, to maybe come out in a press. This time is of the importance for the Maimo MCats. He knocks it down. Not too much pressure as Max Sackheim can calmly take the ball up the court. Sackheim with the crossover. Guarded by Rears. Weinberger. Weinberger to Reinhardt. To Coates. Froman. Inside. Froman with the acrobatic finish. Jake Froman, what a game he's having.
Frisch not backing down. The lead's back up to 10. Maimo in a little bit of trouble. They have to push.
Weinstock on the baseline. Full cross-court pass. Kozowski. Layup. He gets called for an offensive foul. What a charge. Great job by Jack Reinhardt.
An amazing job by Reinhardt there, getting set.
Be sure to stay tuned after this game for some post-game interview with the players. Stay tuned for that. And be sure to catch the rest of the action here after this one on MaxLive.com. Reinhardt tries the three, won't go. Froman, wow! A put-back layup. He reached all the way back like Odell Beckham Jr. and put it in.
Amazing one-handed putback. Lead is up to 12. That might be the dagger.
Kozowski tries the three, knocks it down just as you say that.
Kozowski says, not yet, not yet.
Sackheim inside, loses the ball. They're going to call a foul on the floor.
Yep, it's the right call by the refs. Just a fifth personal foul by Maimo, so no shots. Just a rebound, just an inbound underneath the basket. Foul called on Rears. Frisch will inbound the ball.
What a play we just saw by Jake Froman. Wow, I can't get over that.
No, that was beautiful. We've seen a lot of athletic, acrobatic plays, but that was everything in one.
Weinberger tries the three, short. Weinstock lost the ball but grabbed it.
Got to push.
They do. Pomper, Kozowski, another three. That one's hits nothing. Froman grabs the board.
A little bit too aggressive. A little bit too aggressive.
Full court pass. Weinberger's open for the layup. Knocks it in. Frisch has taken an 11-point lead.
Yeah, that might be too much for Maimo to overcome. A little bit too aggressive. They pushed, but not a great three-point look from Kozowski.
Weinstock. Spear. Spear working on Coates. Spear. Layup won't go. Froman grabs the board.
Misjudged where he was on the court, and that's why his shot off the backboard was just very long.
The Frisch Cougars, looks like they're going to come out with a victory here, should things stay the way they are.
Yeah, just 1.5 to go, but they're slowing the ball down. A little tippy pass, and we have a foul called on Maimo. That'll be the 6th personal on Maimo. One more, and Frisch will be in the bonus, and if Maimo's going to want to have a chance to come back in this game, they're of course going to need to get, very lucky with Frisch missed front ends of 1-and-1s.
We're going to have some substitutions in for Frisch Cougars. Some ovations as Maimo starters check out of the game.
The team respecting this team. Weinstock, hands on his face, upset that they weren't able to come through today, but a good performance nonetheless, showing that they are one of the underrated teams in this tournament.
Well, I think if their goal was to put some respect on the Maimo name, they certainly did that with two good performances so far
They
in this tournament.
Yep, they absolutely have.
Froman's on the outside.
Frisch just slowing it down. No need to take a shot when you're up by double digits. Just dribble the ball out, take the shot clock down to 5, and take a mesh shot.
That's exactly right. Timeout called by the Frisch head coach. Wants to talk things over with a minute and 2 seconds to go in this one. Frisch with an 11-point lead.
And we'd like to remind you, after this game, the 5th-seeded TABC Storm will face off against the 8th-seeded Eula Panthers in another Tier 1 consolation matchup. The winner will face the winner of this matchup, which looks like it'll be Frisch. The loser will face Maimo.
Well, for both of those teams, they lost in very tight matchups earlier on Friday. Eula almost had the upset of the tournament. They would have shocked Shalhevet, beating them as they played a very tight game in the first one. TABC lost to DRS on the final possession. Both of them not so happy with where they are, but I'm sure they're going to come out with full intensity trying to win the game.
Yeah, in the Sarachek tournament, there are 2 things you can do. You can win a trophy, and you can demonstrate pride with your school. And if you're not going to win a trophy, to put in your best effort in every game, I mean, it just shows off the pride. It just shows off the spirit of the school with just 6 on the shot clock. Frisch looks like they're just going to dribble out the entire shot clock. Wow.
And they forget to shoot the ball.
Well, no need to shoot it, but I guess a shot would have been nice to see.
That's Ezra Levy who had the ball up there. Ezra Levy has checked into this game, getting some minutes here.
Would have been a nice sportsmanship move to just take out the shot clock. Not exactly sure if that's what he was doing, but down the Kapsakus, that's exactly what he was doing. Amazing sportsmanship from Frisch.
Yeah, Ezra Levy with some nice sportsmanship and the rest of Frisch. Maimo puts in a layup. 9 points.
Yep, Josh Sachs seeing time for Maimo getting the lay-in. Very little differential between shot and game clock. If Frisch just dribbles out the clock and takes a shot with 1 second, that'll end the game.
Well, they nearly threw the ball away.
Yep, instead looks like they're going to try to get points.
The ball's swinging around, some sloppy play at the end here. It's ripped away. Frisch can just hold the ball off.
Looks like that's exactly what they'll do. The Frisch Cougars.
They shoot the ball. That one's no good.
Well, let's see Maimo push on the last second.
Lawrence, the chance to score here. Finds his man. Layup won't go.
At the buzzer.
That's going to be the end of our game. Frisch 57, Maimo 48.
We'll be back in just a minute after this quick commercial break with an interview with a couple of players.
And Boker from 3. The big man knocking it down from downtown.
Back and forth. No shot clock here, so if you can play with patience, do it. Couldn't do it there, and Bokar will go up for the dunk! Yes!
A pick by Britton, but the Macs keep the ball inside to Boker. A nice pass from Guetta as Boker finishes. Lifer inside, Boker pump fakes, back up, and one, Kevin Boker.
Lifer to Boker. Boker with the easy layup. He's a beast. Rebound by Boker. Boker with the and one. Kevin Boker.
Well, congratulations on a victory here. You guys just defeated the Maimo MCats in a tight one. You guys lost on Friday, a tough loss. How did you guys respond to that? What was the mentality in the locker room going into this game?
We were a little sad at first, but we turned it around. We still got another game tomorrow, and we won.
Our coach stressed out in the locker room, fun. I think that we really killed that today. We had a lot of fun out there, and it was a big, good team effort.
Yeah, we want to thank the coaches.
You guys looked great out there.
And you guys were struggling a little bit early, but after the first quarter, were able to put on the pressure, press the ball, push the ball. You struggled a little bit
it's all
inside,
effort.
Boxing out. Can you tell us a little bit about the struggles of taking care of Spear and Weinstock inside?
We just had to get our big men to box out. Once everybody started boxing out, we were golden.
And obviously it worked because you guys were victorious today. You're going to play the winner of TABC and Eula tomorrow. Good luck then.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Great effort today.
And offensive rebound by Hode. Hode, no, look pass to Silo. Yes! What a play by Tyler Hode.
And Tyler Hode, a big three.
In all of those experiences, Tyler Hode with his own rebound and then puts it back in. What an effort for Tyler Hode.
Going to play their game. Hode for three. It's good.
Tyler Hode, the crowd silencer. We're waiting for him at the hoop, and he wanted some style points. Hode for three on the other end, good. Tries to look inside the helper as a wide open Tyler Hode who shoots for three, good. Sorry for the screen, but Tyler Hode knocks down the three.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all